Hey y'all, and welcome back to Mulberry Branch Farm. It is a very cold, dreary, rainy day in December here in East Central Indiana. But it's a good thing we got some things in the barn that we can take care of to keep us busy even when it's not the best weather. So we're actually going to be in one of the less viewed rooms in our farm, and that's because this is basically like a drying room. This used to be my old tack room. I used to keep all my feed in here until Mark commissioned to have my kidding lean-to of the barn to be built, and then we took the front portion of that lean-to and we turned that into our feed, milk, and tack room. So that's what this room used to be, but now it kind of just sits in disuse. It really does act as a place to store some of my gardening stuff. We have beekeeping stuff there in the corner on top of a very, very old, one of my first goat milking stands ever that Mark built by himself down in our basement. And then we have this drying rack. And the drying rack is actually for bulbs that we pull up. So gladiola bulbs, sometimes I'll pull them up and let them dry on the top rack here. Or a lot of times I deadhead a lot of our sunflowers and harvest the seeds so that I don't have to pay for sunflower seeds next year. And I'm sure a lot of you out there are just like me. You're a seedaholic. Whenever seed buying time comes around, it doesn't matter what seeds you still have, you're going to buy more seeds. It's just an addiction that we give into that I don't think there's a lot of worse addictions out there that we could be giving into. So today what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I harvest the seeds from the sunflowers that I grew in the last growing season so that I get to reuse their seeds and that sunflower can be reborn year after year after year in the garden just by saving a couple heads from my sunflower patch. But before we go into that, I have some really, really exciting news for you guys. The exciting news that I have for you is we're doing a giveaway. We're doing a giveaway. Giveaway. And what we're giving away is partially why we're in this room. So we're doing a giveaway with Kat and John at Old Redding Farm. They got with me on Instagram to see if I wanted to participate in this giveaway. And I said, well, heck yes. It's like the holiday season. We're homesteaders. And the things that we're going to be offering in this giveaway are like a homesteader's holiday dream. They really, really are. So before I tell you what I'm giving y'all, here's what Kat and John have to say over at Old Redding Farm. Take a listen.
Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Kat from Old Redding Farm. I am super excited to be partnering with Ashley from Mulberry Branch to be giving away boxes of ranunculus.
So interesting. Like little mini baby tubers.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So these crazy looking things grow the most beautiful flowers. They're called ranunculus. This is called the Aviv series of ranunculus. Jake from Wholesale for the Small Scale Grower on Facebook sent us these to give away. So Ashley has already explained to you the rules. This is what we're giving away, and we're going to include some seed packets as well. So follow Ashley's instructions. Also, please come subscribe to our channel and try to win some of these flowers to help feed the bees, because everybody needs bees in their life. Thanks.
Now, what am I going to be bringing to the table? Now that you know what Kat and John are bringing, ranunculus are beautiful. They're a flower that I've always wanted to grow, and quite frankly, I always kind of just put it to the wayside. So make sure you don't miss out. Don't be like me. Enter into the giveaway. Drop your comments down below. Let me know what's your favorite thing about the holiday season. What are some of your favorite things to grow? You know what? Just leave me a comment about anything that makes you happy. And that'll be enough to get you into this giveaway. So here at Mulberry Branch Farm, we're going to be giving you none other than sunflower seeds and honey. Can't forget the honey. So that's partially why we're actually in this specific room in our barn. I've got my sunflower seeds and I want to show you guys how to harvest these. Everybody kind of mows down their sunflower seeds at the end of the season, and I think a lot of people just don't realize you're sacrificing free flowers, and who wants to do that? Flowers that bring much needed pollinators into your growing space that encourage you to grow bigger, better, healthier plants, because we need our bees, we need our pollinators. Sunflowers are a fantastic way to do that. And that's also why we're giving away our honey, because while we're encouraging the pollinators through this holiday giveaway, I want to show you what pollinators sometimes have to give back to us. And goodness knows that I have really enjoyed the spoils of being a beekeeper this year, along with many others around me. And if you win this giveaway, you can enjoy those spoils too. So some of the different varieties that I grew in my garden this year were Mongolian giants, mammoth sunflowers, teddy bear sunflowers. I like anything from the very small sunflowers to the huge sunflowers. And the great news about that is that you can harvest seeds from all of them. You just have to make sure that at the end of your season, you're cutting down those sunflower heads, hanging them to dry someplace where the mice cannot get to them. Because let me tell you what, in the wintertime when things start to get a little scarce for more critters outside, mostly like mice and rats, sunflower seeds are packed full of protein and they will eat them if they can get to them. Hence why I've got this old baby crib mattress holder thing flipped, just hung from my ceiling to dry out my sunflowers. And they are at the perfect stage. They are so dry, they should come right out. Harvesting sunflowers is not hard. It's super easy and it saves you money next year, even though we all know we're still gonna buy seeds. Let's be honest. Seedaholics Anonymous. I've started the Crazy Goat Lady Club, so we can start a Seedaholics Anonymous. Yeah. So first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and pull a couple of these sunflowers down, and I've just reused my hay twine. Lord knows that my goats go through enough hay throughout the year, and especially this time of year when the pastures are done, that I have more than enough twine laying around to reuse. And there we go. So I'm pretty sure this is just a mammoth, just by the size of it. So that's one thing about these sunflowers. I put them in a hodgepodge because I grow all of them together. I used to do them in separate rows, but then I really love the variety that comes when you just have like a grab bag of sunflower seeds and just cast them and see what grows. Because then you have a really, really full space rather than a pyramid from tall to small of sunflowers. But you guys can see we've got a sunflower head here. It's nice and dry. You can tell it's dry because this is just, listen to that crinkle. That's how you know they're nice and dry. So let me go ahead and show you how to harvest these sunflower seeds. I really like to do this out here, especially like with an old cookie sheet, because that's going to be enough to catch all of the seeds from this. But I'm doing it outside too because when these get really dry, just all kinds of debris and things from the plant fall off, and it likes to stick to your clothes, your carpet, makes a mess in the house. So I just try to do it outside. So this is going to be super easy. So I literally am just going to take this and I'm just going to start kind of breaking it apart, and look, like that's just how easy it is. They get really dry and they come apart. That's why I've got something below to kind of catch them, to keep them all in one place. But that, isn't that crazy? You can just kind of bend the head here and there, and just take your fingers. And this is really how you know that they're done too. Just, you don't have to do a little bit, do very much when it comes to prying the seeds loose. You can just kind of unseat them and they just pop out. These have just always been so easy to do, and especially in comparison to other things. A lot of things that we grow in our garden, we can save seeds to save on costs next year. And some different varieties of vegetables, fruits, flowers require different things. Sometimes you have to dig up the tubers or the bulbs and bring them in for them to overwinter. They're just not hardy in the ground. Others might need to ferment a little bit, or they might be have to be treated a specific way. Sunflowers, you literally just hang these bad boys up, let time take over for a while, and then when they're nice and dry, you just run your finger over the sunflower head and these seeds pop out. They're literally one of the easiest things that you can save from your garden. You guys can see, this one's pretty done. You will have some that like hang out over the sides, but I have chickens, I have ducks, I have goats, I have donkeys, all of which will really love these as a treat. So I'll probably let them have the remainder of that, which just goes to show there's a lot of versatility when you grow things like this in your garden. And these actually can be a cover crop. So if you have a garden that needs amending and you want to add a little beauty here and there, support your pollinators and your local ecosystem, sunflowers are great for that. And at the end of the season, you can kind of mow them all down, shred them, mulch them, see what comes up next year, because there are a lot of different nutrients in a sunflower that can amend your soils and make them better for the plants next year. The best way I found to store these is just like a brown paper bag inside in a nice, dry, cool area. And I just literally put these bad boys in there. And I will label them. If I like a grab bag, I'll label them just sunflower seeds. These are a larger sunflower seed, most likely a Mongolian giant or just the mammoth sunflower seeds. So I will label these that these are large. Another good reason to have them on a cookie sheet is you can literally just funnel them down in. make short work of the entire process. So now in this little bag, I've got sunflowers to come for next year. So if you guys want to get in on the action for this giveaway, if you want some sunflower seeds from Mulberry Branch Farm and a small jar of our honey that our honeybees worked super hard to bring us and provide for us, make sure that you're dropping a comment down below here on this video about what makes you happy around this time of season or what just makes you happy in general. But don't stop just here. Make sure that you go over to John and Kat at Old Redding Farm. I'm going to link their channel up here in the top right hand corner. Make sure that you go visit their video about their giveaway, learn about what they're giving away, what's going on their farm. If you like their channel, subscribe, but make sure that you comment on their giveaway video so that you can be entered into the drawing, guys. Because who doesn't want to get ranunculus, sunflower seeds, and honey? I mean, really, what could get you more ready and amped up for growing season next spring? There's not a lot that can do that. So I've got all of my sunflower seeds ready for this giveaway. I'm gonna go in and pull out that yummy jar of honey and set it aside to make sure that one of you lucky people out there that might win this giveaway gets tons of sunflower seeds, honey, and ranunculus from Old Redding Farm. But until next time, guys, I'm so glad that you joined me today here on Mulberry Branch Farm to enter the giveaway and to learn how to save some sunflower seeds. But in the meantime, I hope that you're all staying safe out there and being kind to one another. We'll catch you in the next one, y'all. God bless.